Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Cappuccino, back with the Family Fitness and Life podcast. Of course, I got the Training Wheels series going on where I'm sitting down, speaking with a few trainers that I know throughout the city, trying to figure out their full stories. And with me, I got my girl Jessica here. How are you, Jess?
I'm good, and you?
Now, I met Jess maybe a few months ago. She held this bounce class over at Ridiculously Fit. And I'm thinking, what's this whole bounce thing about? High energy, a lot of movement, a lot of energy, a lot of great music and dancing, but you're bouncing around, sweating your behind off on these kangaroo boots. But before we find out how she got into the whole bounce thing, I want to know, how did you get into the whole fitness thing?
Well, back in 2008, I was diagnosed with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I was overweight. So that being said, I was already almost to becoming diabetic.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So doing that, I decided to change the way I ate. I went through a whole weight loss journey. It was up and down, roller coaster ride, and I realized that motivating myself was the hardest part. So I needed to find something that was fun and innovative and something new and something that I'm going to want to do.
So did you go into the gym first, looking around like, oh gosh, I don't want to do the regular gym things? Like, how did the whole idea of bounce and you getting that weight off of you, how did that come into play?
Well, first I actually was introduced to it with a friend. Her name is Maria Rojas, and she stated that I needed to get these boots because they were so cool. And so I purchased them with her word, knowing that they were something really cool, and I thought they were cool. And I was playing around with them at home. And then I attended a class every now and then because it was only in New Jersey and I lived in Maryland.
Okay.
So I did that, and then after doing that, I just noticed that other individuals needed the motivation. And I know that me being depressed with my weight, that was something that kept me up and going. And not only that, but the obesity of the children.
Right.
That was one of the biggest factors.
So pretty much you came down, all your weight came off from just doing the bounce class?
No, I was doing weight training as well.
Okay.
I noticed that I needed to do some push-ups, sit-ups, weight training with the weights and the machines. And so I had to kind of mix it up a bit. Okay,
but with the cardio, as far as the cardio aspect, that bounce, let me tell you, this bounce class is something serious. I know I posted up a little video, a little snippet of it a while ago. A lot of people always ask me about it as well with the whole bounce thing. And, people always talk about the calories you burn. And I think the most that I've burned, and I was so surprised. I was like, oh my God, I almost hit 900 calories in like a full hour. So you definitely work out like crazy. But you also, with the kids, I know you're saying you noticed that obesity amongst the kids was there as well. So you have kids doing the workout with you too?
Yes, so the kids loved it. And they don't really necessarily do it like we do in bounce.
Okay.
With the music.
Yeah.
They do it more with the games.
Okay.
And having fun with it. And knowing that there's something on their feet, they're like really on target and they're moving around with it.
So basically you're psyching the babies out because they figure, hey, I'm playing, but not realizing they're actually working out, which is actually pretty good because you're keeping them busy, like you said, with the games and all that. So they're constantly moving and bouncing at the same time.
So not just you doing the video game with their fingers, but they can get their feet moving.
And you get tired of having the kids sit home because they sit home, they're watching the games, they're not reading books, they're not doing much of anything. So to see the kids out there doing some type of bounce class is actually pretty good. So I like that idea. Plus my little girl Ava, she's come to the class a few times and she actually likes the bounce as well. So it's good to see the kids out there doing their thing. And that's what I like. That's one thing I noticed about a lot of the trainers that have come in. They say how they're giving back to the community as well. And with you saying something about the kids, that's a great thing because you don't really look into the kids like that. And unfortunately, a lot of schools are cutting out the physical fitness activities and all that. So I like what Jess is doing. Now, tell us more about you because speaking of kids, you're also a teacher.
Yes.
So that helps out with you getting along with the kids as well, too.
Yeah, so I taught 3rd grade at Leap Academy, and I also taught 5th grade and 2nd grade in Baltimore City. And one of the things that I could see is they want to actually learn new things. It's just the simple things like the jumping jacks and the running in place.
And their attention span.
Yes. And they need to keep moving. And so we'll do a song and then we'll do a game. Then we'll do another song because the girls actually really do like the music and the choreography because they think that they're like in competition mode. So we'll do that. And then going from there, the parents will bring the children. Like you bring Ava. I brought Micaela to almost every fitness. Zumba to bounce to insanity. You can see that she wants to do it.
I was about to say pretty much when they see us do it, they're like, you know what, let me do it as well. Which is one thing I like about having the kids so young and being able to come with us to the gyms and all that. They see that we're working out, we're putting in our struggles with this, and they enjoy it too. So that's one thing I definitely enjoy about having Ava come to the bounce class as too, but with us as well. But how are you now? Like when you go to the doctor, do they say that you're still on that diabetic line or what?
No, the blood work was done. I want to say April of this year. And the doctor said my numbers were beautiful. And I was scared because she gave me the blood work in November and I didn't want to do it. And it took me about 5 months to finally say, all right, let me go to Quest, take care of this business. And when I didn't, she said, oh, your numbers are beautiful. You have no problems. I know that that's not something you're used to.
Right.
And so I was like really excited about it. And then my daughter sees the transformation.
Yeah.
She's got her own pair of kangaroo jumps. She wants to run around with them just like her mom. She repeats everything I do, even in the little pool.
Yeah.
I have a little video of her doing exercise. And they're like, who did she get that from?
And that's a good, you're a prime example of what your child wants to do when she gets older, which I'm not mad at all, because they emulate what we see. Or they emulate what they see and what we do. So that's definitely a good thing that your child is like, let me start now as well. So your numbers looking good, and of course you're continuing your whole weight loss journey with the bounce, and you're still working out in general.
Yeah, it's not over yet.
Right.
I have a goal for my vacation in August.
That's right.
We promised we would do August 6th Orlando. So we figured if we get everything done by the end of July, all of the weight training and the bounce classes beforehand, I'll be able to see the final numbers. So far, since February, I lost 12 inches.
Nice.
The pounds go up and down because of the fat changing into muscle.
Muscle.
But I can definitely see myself fitting into like a size 6, hopefully.
That's right, Jess. Look.
I want to get out those double digits.
That's what I'm saying. Summertime fine for real. And I'm going to have all her information, of course, with this podcast. My girl Jess hanging out with us, talking about her lifestyle and what got her into the whole fitness thing. So thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to have more of this next week. And y'all keep it right here. It's that Family Fitness and Life podcast.